And we're all set.
All right, we are live. I guess Ian, take it away.
I'm in charge now. Welcome everyone to Nostrodamus Corp Gradient Descent, a Mothership sci-fi horror TTRPG stream where I will be leading all of these corporate goons through an undersea robot lab. Is it going to be a bad time? Absolutely. Am I going to attempt to say, hey, stuff is going to get pretty gruesome and hold up this little soon of one of the aliens from Toy Story? Also that. If you see this little dude, be aware that I'm probably talking about some gross stuff. I was planning on wearing these, but all of my notes have red ink, and they have very important, deadly things in that red ink, so I will be keeping them up here. If you can't tell, I'm very excited. And I would like to just carry it over to, what's our order looking like? Lucas.
Hi, I am Lucas. My pronouns are he, him, and today I am a player, and I will be playing Chaitan, the half-elf marine, and his pronouns are he, him. You gotta say the next one, Ian.
You're right. I'm so used to.
This is all on you.
Up next, Michaela, if you can take it away.
Yeah, of course. So I will be playing 4T-L4S or Atlas to make it a little bit easier. They use she, they pronouns, and then my name is Michaela. I use she, her pronouns. Atlas is a entomologist. Not sure why they decided to come aboard this mission when they're used to working with bugs. So now we're in the depths of wherever this is, and it'll be really interesting.
All right, next up, Shannon.
Hey, my name is Shannon. My pronouns are they, them, and tonight I will be playing Basil, an android whose pronouns are also they, them, and they are very interested in how androids are made and also how human emotions work. So that gets them into some adventures, I guess.
All right. Up next, Xander.
Hi, my name is Xander D. Riley. My pronouns are he, him, and I will be playing the human doctor, Ash Callion.
All right. And Ash's pronouns, he, they? I'm looking at the...
Yes, Ash's pronouns are he, they.
Cool. And then finally, Brianna.
I'm Brianna Jean. I'm going to be playing Fiona. She is a human teamster, does a little bit of everything. Still not entirely sure how she ended up working here, much less why she was sent on this, but she'll figure it out eventually. It's probably fine. I'm also she, her, and Fiona is she, her.
All right. And some basics about the system. We are playing Mothership, which is specifically for running sci-fi horror. It is a D10, that's your 10-sided dice. It's a roll under system, so they're going to be rolling D100s and D10s, and usually rolling low is good. Now, because this is a horror game, their characters will be exposed to all manner of very spooky things. When that happens, their characters will build up stress. As that stress builds up, they might run into a situation that may call for a panic check. If that panic check is failed, bad things can happen. Every class has their own way of interacting with stress and panic. For example, if a Marine freaks out, it causes other Marines to freak out. If your scientist freaks out, it makes everyone else nervous because they don't know what's going on. And if you're next to any kind of android and you're trying to not be scared, it's really hard to do that when the android is next to you with no expression, and so on. So that'll be basically the mechanics that will come into play. There's also a kind of secret mechanic that I'm holding on to, which is called the bends. Basically, the deeper you go into the fathoms, the more it becomes likely that maybe you were secretly a robot all along. And with that being the case, I will be tracking maybe you're secretly a robot gaslighting meter behind the scenes for everyone's benefit. So, when things get really bad, I'll be like, haha, you were a robot all along. But with that out of the way, I would like to welcome you all to the Fathoms.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I'm very excited about the voice mod. So yeah, we enter into this mission. You've all been handpicked, and for some of you, that's not a good thing, right? You've been handpicked to go into a mission to explore what is colloquially known as the Fathoms, which is, before it had like a very corporate-y sounding real name, but now it's more so just like this undersea research facility that researches automata and creating like artificial life and like very powerful AI technologies deep underwater. For the longest time now, like easily a couple of decades, the entirety of the Fathoms was presumed to be lost and shut down. But recently, the Nostrodamus Corp had received basically a little distress signal saying, hey, the Fathoms is still operational. It's running on auxiliary power, but it's still running and it's still performing the experiments it was doing before and making all the androids it was making before. So with that, each of you were selected from different departments with different skill sets to make up a small task force to basically go into the Fathoms and find out a little bit about what's going on, retrieve some very expensive and very like important artifacts that carry some significance, whether they be just monetary value or something very spooky and eldritch that might be helpful to the higher ups. But you're all in a basic kind of cruiser vessel. It's enough room for like basically you each have your own little rooms, and you've just arrived on the surface of Loch Rialta, deep out. There's no other land masses nearby. The only reason you even know where you're going is because you were given specific coordinates leading you towards what looks to be like an oil rig platform. As you touch down with your little cruiser vessel, you each kind of grab your different like bags and everything and your supplies, and you step out onto the platform facing an elevator.
All right. Well, this is different from my usual work. I don't know that I'm looking forward to this. How's everyone else's day going?
Not too bad. I threw up inside my suit, but you know, it's got a lot of self-cleaning stuff inside it, so I feel really confident about that.
Oh,
that didn't take long.
That's unfortunate.
Every time I go through atmosphere, it's just the shift in gravity. I don't know. Doesn't sit well with me.
I feel you, brother.
So what expect? It's good. All right.
Everyone remember all their gear, all that kind of stuff, and
Yeah, I got it.
yeah, you keep leaving all your stuff in my bag, so
That's because you're stronger than me.
okay.
I'm wearing my gear.
I've got the important stuff in my bag.
All right. The large freight elevator looks like the kind of thing where you would basically hit it and pull the lever, and it would take you as well as all the supplies that you would bring with you if this place were still receiving supplies down a very like long pressurized tube. So as you step inside and flip the lever, it all appears to be in working order, just like the dossier said, right? You all have access to a rudimentary map of the Fathoms, which I will show you all in just a second. You should all be able to see it as a side view of Fathoms. You are basically entering into floor 1, which is maintenance and habitation from out and about. And then from there, it appears that through some added layers of security, you can either access floors 4 and 6 or go into floor 2, which then leads into the factory level, which is floors 3, which is why floor 3 is so extensive, right? There's all sorts of little bits and bobs. They kind of they fan out in like the spokes of a wheel, basically. And then from the pseudo flesh farms is where you can enter into the AI core if you were looking to get into that area. But that's just kind of a basic rudimentary map. You don't have that much idea of what the full interior structure is going to look like. This giant like pressurized tube that you're going down in the elevator, you see has some occasional viewing holes, and it's just pure dark in there. Like occasionally you see the flicker of some bioluminescent fish, at least that's what you hope it is. And you continue going down and down and down for what feels like almost an hour until finally the elevator lurches to a stop. And you hear a small, tinny robot ding. Welcome to Cloudbank.
That took a while. I was about to fall asleep. Actually, I think I might have for a second there.
This might mean that it's going to be pretty hard getting out of here. If anything's chasing us.
Aren't you, Thierry?
Gotta think about these things.
Would something
too
be
much.
chasing us?
I don't know. Atlas, Basil, you're from here, right?
I mean, in a sense.
Well, you know what security's like at these kind of facilities?
I mean, I haven't been around these parts in years. I was, stationed at a planet where I was studying insects for the last 2 some odd years, 3 even. And I don't remember much about my creation. So I guess we'll just roll with the punches.
All right.
Every facility works a little differently, but as long as we follow the map, we should be okay.
Okay.
All right. So, as the elevator lurches to a stop, I need to send somebody a message real quick. It's in the game, though. I'm not just like randomly texting people. It's like, hey, Lucas, do a thing.
Oh, I mean, I'm just randomly texting people right now.
Ha! That was a trick. You were gonna call yourselves out. Let's see.
Oh no, I fell for your ruse.
The doctor just has their phone out.
Just, oh man, really playing a lot of future Candy Crush.
Here, brother.
Just getting really good at Candy Crush Saga. All right. So as the final set of doors, because it's like a multi-layer secure door thing to keep all of the pressure effective, there's a slight popping in your ears as the door opens into what is essentially like a little visitor's dock. There appears to be like a docking arm to grab stuff and move it onto these little trolleys that basically move stuff around, but most of them look to be powered down. The lights are on auxiliary power, so they are kind of flickering slightly and have a dull blue glow to most of the proceedings. There is a simple office door that appears to lead into what looks to be the reception and have the reception desk.
Reminds me of the lightning bugs.
What?
Well, you see that faint glow coming from up there? Lightning bugs make a real nice glow, but usually it's a little bit more yellow. I haven't seen a blue one before, although that'd be mighty interesting.
You think they could be using something like that to power this place?
I mean, perhaps. I don't know if I should say, but I perhaps do know of some power sources that utilize lightning bugs.
Oh.
Well, guess you gotta make use of anything you got.
This is true. Gotta use your resources.
Even if it's less than ideal.
I'm gonna walk ahead and kind of have my gun out and just checking around to make sure that everything's okay.
There's some graffiti. It's mostly Jeremiah was here, Sammy sucks, all this stuff that was drawn on some of the things.
Sammy.
Yeah. And there's just a little bit of graffiti on the walls. There is an airlock door that leads to probably a little submersible bay area that you could shoot out a submersible from, but that door appears to be completely shut, although you could probably pry it open if you took the time. And once again, there's a normal office door that appears to have a little glowing sign above it that says reception.
All right. Where to first?
I mean, maybe a reception's a good place to start.
Maybe they have a better map.
That would be nice. This one
Better
isn't
map,
until...
more information.
Map of this floor would be convenient.
Mm.
Yeah.
Since I'm probably in like that like marine armor, so I'm like kind of clunky. I'm not a stealthy boy.
No, it's fine. This isn't D&D. You don't gotta roll stealth rolls.
No, but I'm clunking forward, and I think about like maybe opening up the door, and then like quietly, and then the thought passes quick. I just go ahead and just like push it open and aim my gun around.
So yeah, you kick open the double doors. A master of unlocking, just a real good at that sort of jam. And you kick open the double doors, and the sight is immediate and not what you were expecting, or maybe you were expecting something like this. It really depends on your general outlook towards life. In front of you is a rather wide open space. It used to be luxurious. There's fake plants everywhere. There's a really nice carpet that before was probably like super duper nice, but now is like all dirty and soiled and like messed up and scratched. There is a scatter of bullet casings across the floor as you kind of like swing your flashlight around, and it mingles with the flickering blue light. And as you pass over a reception desk with a little terminal on it, you spot a humanoid shape, and then your flashlight travels up, and you realize this humanoid shape is hanging from the rafters. And next to it are the words "one way out" in graffiti behind them. I want everyone to roll me a fear save.
Awesome.
Oh man.
Already. Oh no.
And let me go ahead and change the art to the reception splash.
Oh no.
Look, welcome to the reception area.
We are
So-
rolling a fear save. Okay.
Yes, you are rolling a fear save.
And we want to get under the number?
You want to get under your score.
I did not.
Oh, this isn't looking great.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Fiona's just standing there, shocked still, jaw dropped, like.
Oh fuck. Okay. We gotta get this body down.
Yeah, am I missing some fear saves?
I rolled a 69.
Oh boy.
I rolled a 41.
Did anyone succeed? I'm curious.
I
Oh wait,
don't.
yeah. So androids, if you don't know, have a hard time being afraid because they're androids. So the nice thing is most androids succeed their fear saves because they have a very high threshold. However, everybody who had to roll in the presence of an android, please roll with disadvantage. So roll again and take the lower number. You know, in case you
Gotta
crit
use
fail.
the Google Dice Roller. Isn't roll again take the higher number?
Take the lower number. It is a bad thing to get scared next to an android.
Oh no.
I got 69.
Ash, is that a critical failure?
2 69s.
All right.
We take the lower one, brother.
Yeah. Oh no, sorry. Take the higher. You know what I mean. It's disadvantage. You're taking the worst roll. I'm still getting used to the roll under system. So it looks like the android's nonplussed. It's just like, you know, a body. You've poked at bodies before in your various tasks, but this one appears to not be having a great time. They appear to be, nearest you can tell, like some kind of elf, shaved head, in a little jumpsuit, but they're just kind of hanging quietly, not doing much movement. However, those of you who failed, please add 1 stress to your stress pool. And Xander, because Ash critical failed, which is when you get doubles, for everyone at home. So if you get doubles and you fail, that's a crit fail. If you get doubles and you succeed, that's a crit success. Because of your crit failure, I'm going to say you get a lot more stress than everybody else because you recognize this elf. This is like somebody that you knew a long time ago, corporate-wise, that like you were like in the same sort of program together, and eventually they got chosen for some like top secret work, and you didn't see them again. So please add 5 stress because you definitely recognize this person.
Okay.
Now you
Okay,
know why you never saw them again.
I'm gonna say, because I'm so stressed out and freaking out about this, I'm trying to get them down, but I'm not being gentle at all.
Okay.
With the situation, just
Sure.
yeah, and it's probably gonna get worse unless someone stops me.
Yeah.
Ew! No, what are you doing? What are you doing? But don't
Let's
do
get them
that.
down.
No.
They could be undead. I don't know what they are. We have to get them down.
Just be gentle. Don't rip the
How
arm off.
are they hanging on by like a regular rope?
Yeah.
Oh no, this is an electrical extension cord.
Is there a desk or a chair nearby that I can?
There is. The body is hanging right behind a reception desk that is covered in bullet holes.
Could I move the desk a little bit or stand on the desk to try and tie one?
When you stand on the desk, you see that behind the desk is a modified pulse rifle.
Ooh.
With a cup. You can grab it, but you're standing on the desk right now. There's also a terminal on the desk. And from there you can kind of reach the body fairly easily.
Okay, I'm gonna try and untie it and then try to gently have the body like fall into your arms.
Go ahead and give me a strength check. So you're just gonna roll your D100 and try to roll under your strength.
Okay, I rolled a 68, which is over my strength.
So you kind of like hitch onto it and like try to untangle the actual knot that's set into place, and there is a crack. And the lower part of the body falls off, and then the head rolls away in the opposite direction.
Okay.
I said careful.
Not an undead. We're good. We're safe.
Yeah.
Fiona's turned away. She's like, I didn't sign up for this.
Well, you wanted the body down.
I said careful to not dismember it.
Well,
what happened?
Yes, love androids. Very good.
Androids.
Meanwhile, I'm just like, careful with the wires.
I'm gonna awkwardly put the head back with the body.
I
know it's not gonna go back together. I'm not that stupid, but I'm just like trying to be as respectful as I can because they're not a threat. So I'm like dragging them over to the side and kind of putting the head back a bit.
Yeah, no, definitely not a threat.
I'll pat them down too to see if there's maybe like a key card or something.
You find like a basic key card that appears to hit most of the regular rooms in this floor. And you also find a name tag. The name tag is Leon, and this really hits it home for Ash because they knew a Leon. And in addition, you I think this is the second person, you've spotted the pulse rifle that's kind of like behind the area.
I got a key card here from a Leon. Probably can access a lot of the doors. When do you want it?
I'll take it, brother.
Yeah.
Me and Leon go way back. You know, he's the one who told me you can just buy a lab coat and be a doctor.
Good man.
Wait, is that what you did?
Don't be silly. I am a professional.
Oh, this is great.
Sounds like Leon was a real good person.
Yeah.
I mean, there's bigger ways to get to work for Nostrodamus.
Is everyone all right? Can I grab that pulse rifle, or does someone else want to use it?
You can grab it.
Yeah, you take it, big guy. You be the meat shield. I'm gonna.
I'm getting a lot of weird vibes from you, Fiona. I feel like you would be okay if I got shot.
So I would like to direct,
brother.
Let's be real. You're most likely to take out the threat before any of us probably realize it's there.
So when we pick up items, I would like to direct everyone to, sponsored by Roll20, our Roll20 page. There's going to be a folder called Loot. Pulse rifle should be visible there.
Ooh.
It's fancy.
And the pulse rifle does a pretty good chunk of damage. The only real downside is this pulse rifle does not have any ammo. It appears it was basically fired out completely onto this desk.
Phosphorus rounds.
Is that what the bullet casings on the ground are? Do they look like phosphorus rounds?
Yeah, they look like they basically burned through the desk into a bunch of different chunks. And actually, Basil, since you're still standing on it, go ahead and give me a quick speed check, because the desk falls apart, leaving just the terminal like sitting on top of the rubble.
I succeeded. It's a 10.
Okay, yeah, you easily jump off before it collapses.
Nice. Very nice.
Can I look in? Are there drawers in the desk that I can look in?
There's no desk anymore. It's just rubble.
Okay.
But yeah, there's like there's like your usual office supplies. There's like pens. There's all sorts of neat things. There's a stress ball. There's a mug that says, "Ooh, I hate Tuesdays."
Mixing it up. No map of anything in the
No, but you do know
Trouble.
as an android that if there were a map, it would likely be in the on the terminal. You just have to turn it on.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I believe that we might be able to locate a map on the terminal.
Yeah, probably. Fiona's passing the stress ball to Ash. Here you go.
So
Oh,
in
thanks.
order to
This will make a good
use
band-aid. It's
in
in
order
pocket.
in order to use the terminal, you would have to roll a, I'm going to say intellect check, but if you have the skill computers or jury rigging, you would add the bonus for having either of those skills.
I have the computer skill.
Sure. So that's an extra 10%, which means your threshold is a lot higher.
I also have hacking.
That's also helpful, but let's see if we can turn it on.
Okay. You said intellect, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I succeeded.
Nice. So yeah, it takes relatively little work. You find out that like there's like a little like switch on the back that's been like on auxiliary power for a while, so it's a little burnt out. So you very quickly replace like some of the wiring and reattach some stuff, and it turns on. The terminal for this area, basically all the terminals are going to be like these big boxy CRT computers that are kind of like the desk is built around them. So literally like they're stuck into the ground on a pillar. But yeah, you get the nice little like comforting hum of the CRT computer, and a bunch of green text fills the screen, and then it shows you a bunch of options. It shows you a directory, it shows you map, it shows you office memos.
Ooh, okay. I'm interested in all of it, but I think first I'd like to look at the map and just see what that looks like first.
Sure. I'm going to go ahead and describe it kind of like in non-specific terms, but I'll walk you through it as you go from room to room. From the reception area, there's basically 3 places you can go. You can go back to the visitor's dock. You can go through the security checkpoint Alpha, which leads into some of the more secure areas. And then possibly you see an elevator to floor 4 and 6. And then you can also take a, like, just through a door in reception into the meeting rooms, the cafeteria, basically the, like, habitation areas, and then take an elevator to floor 2 if you want to. So it's habitation, elevator to floor 2, security checkpoint, and offices, elevator to floor 4 and 6, or back the way you came.
Okay. And then I'd like to look at the memos to see if that might offer any explanation for what we have walked into.
Sure. You see a bunch of little memos kind of like filter the screen. Most of them are your basic corpo speak. It's like, oh yeah, we love our synergy and our core values. We as a company, we have some core values. You know what they are. They're on our website. Right, like it goes through like that sort of thing, and you kind of scroll, and you hit into some weird ones. You're like, whoever stole my Doki Princess figurine data stick, please give it back. It was a collector's item. It has very, very specific like fan translated episodes of Doki Princess, and I think it's really immature that you took it. I'll just, my mailbox is open. Just put it back. I won't say anything. Nobody will say anything. No one has to suffer.
I too would like my Doki stick back.
And you keep scrolling. Whoever has misplaced a plastic bag of pseudo flesh tongues, please return them to appropriate recycling.
Ew.
And then there's like a little bit more scrolling. And you see something that appears to say, please stop distributing alien truth or conspiracy theories in our offices.
That's a fun thing to. That's a fun one to do if you can get away with it.
I mean, it's all real though, right?
Oh, absolutely.
It is.
Yeah.
What's the date of the most recent memo?
Oh god, the most recent memo appears to be from corporate saying, due to cost-cutting measures, we will be switching to auxiliary power going forward. Please stay tuned to all Monarch-assisted instructions.
And how long ago was that from today?
That was like around 20 or so years ago.
Ooh, okay, interesting.
Oh.
And then I'd like to look at the directory and see what that looks like.
Sure. Most of it is names you don't recognize, all on the first floor. There's a couple of like little directories that go straight into other rooms. Like they would just call a certain room. Like there's a thing that calls to the executive lounge on floor 2. And there's one that calls like the lab director, like the lab reception, basically. And there's like a bunch of different like, it's like a company directory. It would lead to different offices, basically. But none of the names are really striking you with recognition.
Okay. If we ever needed to communicate with other areas of the ship, this might be a resource.
Yeah, and every terminal would have access to the directory.
Okay. Good
But
to know.
each floor has their own separate map terminal, basically.
Okay. So
Noted.
I suppose we should pick a direction.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, all right. So what are the options? I was not paying attention.
I totally
is that-
was, but let's-
me as the
Is
player,
that-
I was paying
okay,
attention.
Okay. I was like, is that in character, out of
That is
character?
in character. That is in
Okay,
character.
cool.
Yes.
Cool.
yeah, just for Ash, let's go over them again.
So it's going to be either towards the habitation area. So there's some meeting rooms, a kitchen, cafeteria, and an elevator leading to floor 2, which is just marked as Eden on the map. That's EDEN. Or you can go through security checkpoint Alpha, which leads into the rec center, the storage area, some cubicles, and a lift leading down to floors 4 and 6. And even if you go through the habitation area, there's a security checkpoint Bravo that you can also take to get into the lifts for 4 and 6 and the cubicles and all that.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a circle.
All right, brothers, I got it. This is what we're going to do. It's a great plan. You all go in front of me. We're going to go to that rec room. Because I'm sure they got a ping pong ball or a paddle or a whole table. We can relax for a little bit. That trip down here kind of sucked.
I think
But also there's that security office. I'm sure there might be band-aids. But I got that stress ball, so if y'all get shot, I can plug that hole right up, brothers.
storage facility should also be pretty useful.
What about habitation? Is anyone still here, maybe?
It's been
Figure
20.
out what in the world happened here, looking at all the bullets and pointedly not looking at the corpse on the floor.
This is an abandoned planet. I doubt anyone's going to be hanging out in habitation.
I'm also interested in viewing the security checkpoint.
Yeah. I think security might be a good bet. There might not be anyone alive in habitation.
Probably just
That's
going to
a
be
good
a
point.
trip down the sad lane. This was
And
any
also
precursor to that.
And security probably was communicating a lot about whatever was going on. If we know what happened, we can know what to look out for.
The bullet holes, are they... can I tell what kind of weapon that they're from?
They were pulse rifle.
Okay.
Pulse rifle. Okay.
I have a question. Does it look like the person who was strung up was the one operating the pulse rifle, or does it look like somebody else? Like, does the body
No.
have like bullet wounds?
Leon does have pulse rifle wounds. They
Okay.
appear to be, this is just basic, I won't even make you roll for it. They appear to have been inflicted after they died.
Okay.
Whoever
And
did this
does-
left their weapon behind.
Probably
Hopefully
because
they're
it
not
was
still
out.
here.
It makes me feel like they didn't really need the weapon, or they had more.
Precisely.
Mm.
Can y'all please stop talking? You're freaking me out here.
I think we all have to
mean-
be aware there could be something intelligent that could be wielding these weapons. I don't know what, but keep your eyes peeled. Or on, I guess, for you two.
You hear a PA announcement start to play. Like a little ding, 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 ding.
Oh no,
Good
attention customer
morning.
shoppers.
Good morning, Cloud Bank operatives. We would like to inform you that it is Tracy's birthday today. Everyone, please have a
happy
short
birthday, Tracy.
song prepared for Tracy today. Remember, the song cannot be more than 5 seconds long. Please return to productivity afterwards. Happy birthday, Tracy.
Happy birthday, Tracy. It's your birthday.
I brothers, I didn't bring a present.
Give her the stress ball.
The stress ball.
That there's no Tracy in the room. That was just the PA system. There's not like, and then Tracy appears and she's like, oh my god, I've been here 20 years. No, like,
If
Someone finally
Tracy's still, hey, if Tracy's still alive, her birthday gift could be us getting her out of here.
Well, hold on. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
That's what I said. If.
Well, I mean getting Tracy out of here. I mean, you know how Nostrodamus Corporation is about people skipping work.
I don't even know if we can get ourselves out of here.
But they don't even work for
Doctor,
You okay, Doc?
Doctor, are you okay?
We only have one
Sorry, I got
doctor.
a stress ball in my mouth.
you only have 5 stress. It's not that bad, I promise.
Doctor, we've only gone into one room.
Stress.
Oh,
What are
right, you
talking
start
about?
with 2. I forgot.
I have a lot of stress.
That's what happens when you crit fail.
Oh
I don't know
no.
what to tell you.
Yeah, I'm surprised it wasn't me for once.
Yeah.
But
So where
Tracy
are
doesn't
you
work
all
for
going?
Nostrodamus. We could get a recruitment fee, brothers.
Where would you all like to go?
Let's go to the security checkpoint
Mhm.
and try to get into that rec room.
Yeah.
I think that'll be our best bet.
Leaving from out of reception, you use the key card on a little door labeled like rec center and storage and offices, right? Like it's got the little plaque next to it and it's got all the numbers, and it opens up into a concrete stairwell that leads downstairs. It's still the same floor functionally, but it's just going down a little bit, and it opens up into a battle-scarred looking airlock chamber. There's a barred gate that kind of blocks entry, but through the bars you can through the bars you can see what appear to be a bunch of weapon detectors. They're these little, like, they look like those little like plastic toy like disco ball thingies that spin around and shine lights in different directions, but they're mounted on all the corners, and they every now and then shine this like violet light through the room. And then in the center of the room, sticking out of a bulletproof glass box, is a machine gun swivel turret. And attached to the machine gun swivel turret is the torso and left arm of an android, as well as the head. The head appears to be wearing a cowboy hat.
Hey, Doctor, can I see that stress ball?
Sure thing, partner.
All right.
And he like fakes tipping like a cowboy hat, pointing to it, and tosses you the stress ball.
I throw it into the room.
Greetings. I am security android AZ-74. Please hand over all your weapons before the gate is deactivated. You will find a small cubby in which to place them to your right.
AZ-74, I've been cleared by the Nostrodamus Corporation to carry firearms on my person.
Ooh, that's fun. Sorry, that was not in character for the robot. That was me saying, oh, that's neat. Good. I like that. I like that you did that. So I'm going to go ahead.
You're still a
and-
robot.
I know. Well, we're just going to leave it on for now. It's more fun for me that way.
It's very fun. It's very good.
Yeah,
Stress ball, real MVP.
yeah, it's a good stress ball. I'm going to go ahead and have you roll a intellect check with advantage, because that was a smart play.
Oh no. It's my lowest one.
So advantage, you take the lower one. Because you want to go low.
You got
Oh,
this.
thank God. So I got 22. Mine is a 23. The other one I got was a 78. So
Nice.
Nice.
Wait, you rolled a what?
I rolled a 22 and 73.
It's a double.
78.
It is.
22 is a critical success.
Hey!
Yay!
Nostrodamus Corp recognized. Welcome. And it just kind of like starts to, it like whirs down. The weapon detectors turn off, and the little turret android slumps over the turret. He does not appear to have been attached in a way that was conducive to an effective environment. It appears he was attached kind of like haphazardly afterwards. The cowboy hat has fallen off of his head.
I forgot the android's name. Can we ask any questions?
You want to ask the android questions?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's a little panel on the side that you can with a little intercom voice box thingy.
The
bars slide open to let you all into the other side. I should say.
I'll press the button. I have a question. That's all right.
Greetings. I am AZ74 Security Android. How can I help you?
Why are you so damaged?
Damage? Unqualified. I am in perfect working condition.
Were you built this way? Lacking
Schematics
the lower
altered.
form. Well, that checks out.
Monarch has seen fit to place me here in order to guard this checkpoint.
Monarch. I didn't read the briefing properly. Who's Monarch?
Monarch's the thing controlling everything?
Monarch,
like an AI.
artificial omniscience. Monarch is the lifeblood of Cloudbank, managing all operational systems, including life support, pressure maintenance, and construction of new androids.
Oh.
I hope Monarch likes us.
Tell Monarch we said hello.
There is a brief adjustment, and this is out of character. I'm just gonna keep the voice on because I'm gonna mess with it. There's a brief adjustment to the way that it's all kind of coming together, and the voice shifts slightly. Thought patterns not recognized. Initiating scan process, and the violet lights in the room flash over all of you.
Oh.
Scan complete.
Cool.
I have a GM question.
Hi.
I have a security guard patch. Would that help me in this instance?
This one is already kind of allowed you through, but in the future, if you run into other security androids, you might be able to, assuming you haven't done anything out of the ordinary, if they're coming at you with a neutral stance, you might be able to basically BS your way past them if you needed to.
Nice.
Okay.
So that might be a future thing. But yeah, the barred gate on the other side slides open as well, allowing you into a long hallway with 3 different doors. One appears to say rec center, the other one says storage, and then the other one appears to lead towards the lit. And then there's basically a far end of the hallway. There's a left and a right. The right arrow is pointing to the elevators, and then the left arrow is pointing to the cubicles and security checkpoint Bravo.
Can I put the hat back onto the robot?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Ash does that. There you go,
Fiona's-
partner.
Fiona's grabbing the stress ball because that's been useful so far. And also, are there any other signs of a fight happening in this area?
This place
Aside
looks
from
like
the ripped in half android?
this place looks like at some point AZ74 definitely blasted some people, but it looks like AZ74 just blasted the general environment. You don't see any bodies or anything.
Okay.
Can I search the area briefly before we move on?
Sure, roll me a D100.
D100.
23.
23. You find a Doku Princess data stick.
Oh, it's worth a lot of
Oh,
money.
sweet.
The data stick.
It's it looks like a Hatsune Miku, but with red hair, and the hairstyle is different, but it's got a USB
It's
port sticking out
evil
of the bottom.
Miku.
Yeah.
Oh no.
This might be useful for later.
Yeah, it's definitely a USB stick. You can put it into a terminal later and find out what's on it.
De-stressing.
Interesting.
Just imagine that the big evil bad guy, their origin story is someone stole that flash drive and have never been able to find it, and so they turned evil.
They threw the station. They threw the
Yeah.
station into chaos because somebody stole their rare anime imports.
It wasn't a shallow thread in those memos.
You heard it. You heard it here first. All weebs are evil.
Rude.
Oh.
Myself included.
That's very good. That's
You solved my turret puzzle.
All right. Well, we go into the security checkpoint then.
Yeah. So you shuffle past, and you're now in the kind of like sideline areas where you can see the rec center door. There's the storage door. There's the cubicles, and there's the elevator.
Oh goodness.
Maybe we'll find something in the cubicles. People
All right,
passing
so-
notes and stuff.
Among other things.
Yeah.
All right. The door slides open. Smashed chairs, broken shelves. There's a tangle of destroyed boxes. This place looks like crap. There appears to be a retina scanner patched onto the wall with thick cables and duct tape leading out of it.
Mm-hmm.
The label reads access on the eye scanner.
Oh, damn it.
Oh
I
no!
forgot.
Well,
It's just on the wall. There's no like
you-
other doors or anything.
Alright.
Yeah, no, I'm laughing for a completely different reason.
I got exactly what Xander was saying. We left it back there.
So Ash just like looks around and goes, "No ping pong table. I'll be back." And he leaves.
If you
He walks out the room. I'm going to grab Leon's head.
Okay, yeah, you walk past
So I'm
the
gonna go-
security
I'll be
checkpoint,
back
and
because I'm
AZ,
gonna step away for a second.
yeah, AZ tips the cowboy hat to you as you walk past. You go get Leon's head.
All right, partner.
You were holding. So go ahead and roll me a sanity save, because now you're just wandering around with a severed head.
By yourself.
I'm a
I'm
doctor.
sure he was sane to begin with.
Yeah, you know. Do you want to
Sanity's
perform a
bullshit.
medical examination before you just pick up a severed head?
Yeah, sure. Would that be biology?
Yeah, that would be a biology intellect roll. So you can roll a d100 and you get a higher threshold, and no one's around you. So if you fail, nobody has to know. Oh, you
24 out of
succeeded.
63. Yeah. nice.
Heck yeah! So yeah, you scan over the body. There's like, this is Leon's, like, this is Elven biology. This is Leon's body.
Yeah,
You
wasn't their head
recognize
already
it.
like detached?
I mean, yeah, it'd been hanging
Okay.
for so long that when
That's a
it
little
was
gross.
fussed with by Basil.
Fine,
or
I got gloves.
Basil. Yeah, it like fell off. But yeah, you're holding a elven severed head.
Yeah.
In
And I
your
assume that
hands.
takes
I
a
won't make
while.
you roll. Yeah, I won't make you roll the sanity save since you salvaged it with an actual medical examination. It definitely looks like they died of asphyxiation. There's something a little off about them, but you know, is
It's
Ash
Leon
a
being
real
Leon.
doctor or like a back out? Like when you say Ash is like, haha, I put on a lab coat. Like, does Ash actually have a medical degree, or are
Listen,
they like
I
a
asked
back
about
alley
it.
doctor?
Yes, it's me. Look, Ash has the finest degree. Okay, it's made out of the highest quality crayon you can buy.
Oh no.
Okay, so you don't
It's
even
not like
notice
it's
that anything's
printed.
off. This is probably the first severed head you've seen, but you know, you're just
You know,
trying to figure that
I took
out.
Leon's medical 101 course and slept
Okay.
through the first half, so I got
Yeah,
I got the most important half. You know.
Yeah, you copied
Right,
Leon's
right.
notes. So I will say, what do you have in your inventory? Can you check for me real quick? Because you
Yeah,
might
I
have like
got
a diagnostic scanner or something.
I do. I have a cybernetic scanner. I got a med scanner. I got a scalpel.
You can use any of those if you want. You can hit them with the cyber scan, hit them with the bio scan, hit them with the scalpel.
Sure, we can I roll those and we come back to it while everyone else like searches the
Yeah,
records and
yeah, of
stuff?
course.
'Cause
Of course.
I need to use the bathroom.
No
That's why I
worries.
was like, I'm gonna step
Oh,
away.
sorry, I didn't mean to like put you on the spot. Yeah.
Hey, no worries.
Yeah, no, you're free. Be free. We return to the storage room, where if anyone wants to look through all of the storage gunk, you can roll me a d100 and see what you find.
Yeah, I'll look
Yeah.
through some
I'll
storage gunk.
poke around.
Same.
All right.
Why not? 7.
91. That's how my dice are doing today.
91.
I also rolled a 91.
Oh.
Let's
I,
get the high
Before.
rolls out now.
I got,
Okay.
a 7.
7.
Ooh.
All
Should have
right.
saved that roll for something
And
else.
then-
I know, right? Got a rubber
Okay,
duck.
so here's what you find, Lucas. Here's what your character finds, Chaitan. You find You find 2 EMP grenades.
Oh.
So you can literally throw those, and they do a little bzz, and they might short circuit some androids. Those of you who rolled 91, you find a comms device. The 2 of you together. Your hands alight upon it at the same time. It's like a little handheld comms device.
Can I try and press it and see if it works?
Sure. It turns on, and it's a little garbled and distorted, but you hear your voice from the other end, like your own voice.
Like as I'm speaking, or like a recording of my voice?
It's you, but somewhere else. And you tell yourself that you don't know what's going on, but you're currently trapped. You're trapped with Fiona. And you're trapped in, let me roll a room.
Oh no.
I love rolling dice.
I just kind of picture we're still like kneeling next to each other, like from where we bent down to pick it up, and just Fiona's just staring at you like,
okay,
what the heck?
So it sounds like you're in the pseudo flesh farms, the other U's.
Atlas, come over here. Get away from them.
Wait. Okay.
What? Did you see them this entire time?
I do need a sanity save from the 2 of you, from
Gotcha.
Fiona and Basil.
Oh, okay, good. Not me, because my sanity.
My sanity is low, but I managed to pass. I got a 16.
Ooh,
Nice.
yeah, very good.
Hang on. Let me. Had to find the. Not quite.
So, Fiona, you gain 2 stress because it sounds like the U on the other end of the comms device is being digested.
She's scrambling back and hyperventilating a little bit.
I want to try and speak to the other us and say, like, can you describe exactly what's happening right now?
The U, Ever the Pragmatist, looks around and goes, "We appear to be in some sort of digestive chamber. It is unclear. All possibilities seem to indicate somewhere on the 3rd floor factory level."
How long have you been trapped there?
And there's a moment. I'm unsure how to answer.
Okay.
Do you see
When
any
did
way
you
to
get
escape?
here?
No escape. We are simply trapped. And the transmission cuts off.
What in the world is going on
All right.
here?
Is that
I
far
believe
as
we
you
should
all
visit
you?
the 3rd floor.
As far as I know, there's no elevators on this floor that go directly to the 3rd floor.
You'd have to go through the 2nd floor into the 3rd floor.
So you wouldn't have had enough time to go do that. So then you're really you. Okay.
and there, whatever that is? I'm
Well,
not sure I want to know.
we were scanned by Monarch.
Mm.
They're
So-
trying to trick us?
No, the flesh farms, they could have just grown some.
Grown some us's. Delightful.
Then why did it sound like it was being digested?
I don't know, science stuff's weird.
That's Doc's category. Might wanna ask him.
Yeah, science is whack.
So you pop back up,
Coach!
Ash, and to answer your question, using the scanning equipment, all it does is take time. It doesn't. You don't have to like add a specific roll. It performs its function. So when you use this, which one do you do, or do you do all of them?
I'm gonna do all of them. I'm gonna do like the med one first.
So
and then
med
like
scan
while walking, I'll like hold the cyber one.
Sure.
Which I
Med
which I assume
scan
won't give a good reason,
indicates obviously like trauma and asphyxiation as cause of death, further damage to the body after death, and it gets really weird when you use the cyber scan because Leon was an elf. Leon wasn't an android, but you do the scan anyway because like whatever, and it picks up that this Leon head and by extension body that you're holding is also an android.
Learning something new every day about a person.
Or your friend wasn't an android before and is now.
I mean, that's true. They could, but I don't know. I didn't know Leon that well.
Wait,
You just copied off his notes. It's not the biggest deal.
wait a minute.
And
though.
there's
There's
Fiona,
two-
did you add your stress, by the way? I wanted to check.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Continue.
There's two clones, replicas that were just made of Fiona and Basil. And then this could be a replica of Leon. So the real
I'm
Leon.
not in the same room with y'all.
Oh, okay, never mind.
No, you're just muttering to yourself. You're talking to AZ.
Okay, yeah. Sorry,
AZ
because
does not respond, and you finally make it around the corner with the head and explain everything, I assume?
Yeah, I'm just like, man, science is whack. So I bust in. Yeah, I really like the information. Like, did y'all know Leon's a cyborg? Like, wild. So, I think his eyes are still good.
May I take a look in there?
In the eye? I mean,
In the android?
their name's Leon, not the android.
May I take a look in the Leon?
Yeah, sure. And you know, Ash hands it over.
Yeah.
TF. Yeah.
So here's the thing, Basil. From what you can tell, if Ash wasn't telling you this was an android, this would look like a normal meat space head. Like a normal elf head. It is
Really?
biologically almost entirely identical to a head, but then Ash holds up the cybernetic diagnostic scanner and it pings android all the way down.
Very weird.
Fascinating.
Fiona
never
has
seen something
scooched
like
her
this
way back
before.
into a corner.
Do you think the meat stops the scanner from really like picking it up immediately?
Immediately.
Nice one.
That's good.
Everyone roll sanity saves now.
Oh, the pun was too cool.
Do you have any attachment to this head?
I don't think it has much of an attachment to anything.
Very well.
Don't wreck the
I'd like
eyes.
to cut into the head.
Ooh, okay. Go ahead and roll me an intellect. I guess you can, if you have any kind of medical training, or are you just roughly chopping into it?
Well, I have computers and heavy machinery and stuff like that. So I'm looking for like android parts underneath the meat is sort of what I'm
Okay.
looking for.
So I'm gonna say the physical doing of this task is probably gonna be a strength check or an intellect check to see how finely you're able to like cut this head open. And I want everyone around you to basically do a fear save with disadvantage because, you know, an android just sat down and started carving open a dude's head. That's not going to be like a normal thing to witness.
I did ask.
Before you said that, I was about to say Fiona's kind of like gone off to the other side of the room to look around.
All right, Fiona, we'll get to you in a second.
I got an 80.
Everyone else, 80. Ooh, that's a stress.
Rolling fear or
Yes, rolling a
Okay.
fear save.
Disadvantage, correct?
Disadvantage because there's an android in the room with you.
that's fine.
Is it also disadvantage
It's
to an
not fine.
android if it's
For
an
I would say
android?
for other androids though. As well?
I'm gonna say other androids don't affect each other because I think it's funnier that
Okay.
way.
Yeah.
So then 57.
All right.
I didn't know if you want speed or intellect first, but they're the same, so I passed.
Okay,
Whichever one
sure.
you wanted to go first.
Yeah. You chop a head open very carefully.
Mhm.
And
Watch the eyes.
inside is normal meat, or at least it looks like normal meat. It's maybe a little bit slicker than you would be used to.
I hope the eyes are fine. That's why I brought it here.
There isn't a retinal scanner
Grumble,
in this
grumble.
room that says access and it's covered in duct tape.
Oh no. Why is
I
it covered
pluck
in duct
both of
tape?
the eyes out and I give them to Ash.
Delightful. Yeah, Ash, you can add 2 eyeballs to your inventory. Watch out, they're squishy.
I've been adding stuff to inventory. I have that Fiona has the stress ball now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 2 eyes.
All right, Fiona. The room across the hall is the rec center.
No, she's in the same room. She just went to the other side of the room.
Oh, okay.
Like
So you didn't have to
cowering
see
in
it.
the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was going to like investigate the other side of the room. She's not about to wander off on her own. She's just like, nope, I'm gonna be over here in this corner.
Surprised I didn't die while I was gone.
Why would you die off screen? Where's the fun in that?
Exactly. Plus, it's still early. It's too early to be killing people. Here.
Never too early for death.
Very true.
Not in these games.
Yeah.
Well, I am currently being dissolved, apparently, or digested.
Some of you is, or a you is.
Yeah. I have it in my notes as other Fiona.
Yeah.
I just have to say.
Kids like Coraline? I like Coraline.
Basil, you freak me out so much.
It's like one of those like the biology look at the inside and it folds open basically.
That was way too fast. You opened that head way too fast.
I mean, androids do carry various skills, and we have seen a lot. So
I am efficient.
Okay.
All right. So where do you guys want to go next? Where do y'all want to go next?
Well, we should try the eyes on the scanner.
Sure. Yeah. You hold up the eyes and there's a and you see that same violet light scan the eye and just go the universal noise for didn't work.
Wow.
No. Leon, you failed me for the first time. Hopefully the last.
Can't copy his notes anymore. He's useless to you.
At least you have a souvenir.
Got a souvenir to see him off. Put the eyes in pocket.
Oh God! Watch out! They're squishy.
It's fine. It's a medical pocket.
All right. So what is the plan?
Well, I guess let's go to that rec room.
I mean, maybe it wants to scan a different eye.
Like our eyes?
Perhaps.
Put your
Seems
face
it
up to
already
it.
scanned us. It already did some kind of scan.
All right, yeah, maybe we're given a user profile or something.
Mm-hmm. The AI here does seem fond of scanning.
Okay, everyone look the other way for a second.
Oh no.
What are you gonna do?
No privacy.
I just go
If he explodes, we don't want to see it.
This whole time I've had my helmet down, the visor down, and everything like that.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
I go up there by myself and I lift hit the little switch my visor goes up while no one's looking at me, and I try scanning my eyes.
All right. So there's a painful flash of violet light into your eyes. It doesn't do any damage to you. You're just
God.
And there's a little green beep, and that's it. Nothing
Fiona
opens. Nothing opens. It just there's a little green beep.
The painful flash.
I'll close my visor and then turn back to
liked
everyone.
it.
Fiona's trying to act like she wasn't peeking when your back was turned.
All right, maybe it scanned me, and I'm good now. I'm gonna try to open this door.
Maybe scanning gives us access?
I just try to kick the door.
What door?
Well, was there a
no, there's no door.
No,
It's just a retinal scanner on the wall, duct taped to the wall, with a bunch of tubes running out of it, leading into the wall.
Yeah, I kick at the wall. I think there's a
Sure.
secret door.
Go ahead and roll me a strength check.
Oh man.
That scanner's making him see things.
47. My strength's 32.
You just get some stress because you hurt your toe.
God,
just one stress.
Damn it!
Can I look at the wiring that leads into the wall?
Sure. It appears to kind of lead down and out and kind of curve around the room, and then leads back out the entrance that you came in through.
I would like to try to mess with the electronics.
Sure. Give me an intellect check. Or
And
if you have a relevant skill, you can apply it.
Computers hacking?
Sure. You can try hacking.
All right. Nice. 25. So my intellect's 43.
So you succeeded then.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Let me roll some dice.
Oh no.
Okay, that's just one. Nothing too crazy. So there's a brief flash, and you kind of it opens up a little like data pad next to it with a little CRT monitor that in very tiny script basically starts to list out brain scan profiles. It doesn't give you any details. It's just a list. With the top, it says brain scan profiles, and then like an alphabetical list of different people.
Interesting. Do I recognize any of the names? Are any of them ours?
Yeah, you scroll through and you see at the very bottom is the 5 of you.
Oh. Okay.
Who was the last person scanned before us?
The last person scanned before you was Tracy. It was an updated scan, so you can see a little marker that says like version like 7.2 or whatever. You're all versions 0.1.
Oh.
And when was Tracy?
Tracy was like around 15 or so years ago.
Tracy's been doing a lot of brain scans.
Yeah. That's 7.2.
There's a
Tracy's.
shift. Yeah, there's a shift in the air. Hacking detected. Sending security androids to storage.
Nope. I
Shit.
certainly was
That's
doing
my
no such
cue to
hacking.
All right, everyone.
Let's move and let's be nice.
I do have a security guard patch. I can try and speak with them.
Okay.
When are coming? That's a good question. Ooh. Okay. So what are y'all doing?
The storage room.
Like
I just leave the storage.
All right.
room.
Where
Yeah.
y'all going?
Just scampering off to a different room to not hack anything.
Rec center, I think, is next.
If you want to, you can take a lift. You can go somewhere else. You can wherever you want to go.
Hey, Atlas and Basil. If an EMP grenade went off near your feet, do you die?
No, we just might lose a few parts.
We don't experience death, but we may become malfunctioning.
Okay. I found two, but
Yeah.
I just want to be careful. I don't know what's going to happen to you two.
Why don't we go hang out in the rec center and then head to the lift, just in
Blessing
case
of
the
being
droids are
mortal.
coming on the lift?
Sure. So you head to the rec center. You open it up, and inside is a bunch of gym equipment. There's some scattered mirrors. It smells a lot like rust. There's some equipment lockers on the far side of the room, and that looks to be it. Just some like messed up gym equipment, the lockers, the broken mirrors, and the rust smell.
Can I look in some of the lockers?
Sure. You open up a few. You see the first one. You kind of open it up, and there's just appears to be some gym socks and some clothing. And the second one, you open it up, and there's somebody in like a pressure suit, like the kind that you would wear to go into the underwater sections, and they slump out and fall to the ground.
Was there a body in the locker?
It's probably a
This may
nerd.
be useful, and I want to start pulling the suit off of them.
Oh yeah, you click the helmet, and it opens up, and you see a dwarven woman, very tight braid, like tight bun to keep all the hair up out of her face while she wears it. And just a cursory glance, you can tell that she's breathing.
While they're
Dogs?
looking at the nerd, I'm gonna go the entrance, and I'm gonna just have my rifle ready, and I'm kind of waiting for the security boss to be coming our way.
You hear some stomping in the distance. They appear to be going down those. They appear to be going through the security room.
We got company. They should be here
But
real
they're
soon.
not here yet. They have to go down a quick movement, but they're almost here.
Ash, I believe this person may still be alive. Can you check their pulse?
Wait, someone's still alive down here?
They appear to be breathing.
I mean, if they're breathing, I think they're alive. So, job done.
Yeah, we couldn't. You couldn't tell your friend was an android. Maybe check to see if there's a pulse. I don't.
I mean, I doubt you could tell you're an android either. Yeah, I'll use first aid.
Sure.
Momentary look of horror across the CS station. She's like, no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Nope.
Yeah, you go over and like you kick her in the ribs, and you're like, I don't know, she might be dead. You like kick her in the ribs, and she starts coughing, and she gets up and is like, oh god, okay.
Are you okay?
Genius doctor.
That worked.
The person with the foot.
Okay. Hi. Hello. Who are you? Oh my god.
Greetings.
Hey, question. Are you Tracy?
No.
Oh,
I'm Tabitha.
I don't care anymore.
All right.
Okay.
When's your birthday?
I feel like that's not relevant right now. The 7th of August? I don't.
Okay.
What is? She looks around. She's like, "Where's Tim?"
We got about 30 seconds, people.
Him, the God, Taylor.
No, God, I'll get to that in a second. What do you mean 30 seconds?
We got security on the way.
Security droids.
Shit. Then why are we in a room with only one exit? And she grabs at her helmet.
This is where we found you.
Then what are we doing? We gotta go.
We don't know what we're doing. That's kind of the point.
And
Speak for yourselves.
Chaitin, you see down the hallway, like turning a corner, are 8 security androids. They each are carrying a submachine gun, and they're wearing the same jumpsuit that all the employees that you've met and Leon was wearing. They have pale faces that are just like very like minor like dots and a little mouth dot to like designate where you should look at them in the eyes so that you can feel comfortable with your Monarch brand security androids. But all of them like they kind of file into the hallway and get into like formation where 4 of them are on their knees with their SMGs out and the other 4 are above them, and they are aiming all of them squarely at you, Chaitin.
Were we informed of like we're allowed to just destroy any property here as we see fit?
Nobody told you if you could or couldn't destroy property.
No one said we couldn't. So.
Oh, this is like the turning point. I feel like I'm the guy who just landed in the new land, and if I'm about to start the war.
Identify yourself.
Possibly given any ways to get the security to chill.
Well, I was going to say, I have a security guard patch, so I want to try and use that when they ask us to identify.
I am Nostrodamus. Nostrodamus employee 73852A. Chaitin, I am a Marine from the corporation. I've been sent down here to investigate.
There's a brief moment as they parse the information. Number not recognized. Name Chaitin found in data logs.
I don't want to give my name, but I want to show. I don't know how the security guard patch exactly works, but I would like to show it or use it.
Yeah. So you pull out your security patch, and it's something that you would have gotten while working in more modern Nostrodamus Corp. So it's a little bit outdated. It's a little not outdated, overdated, right? Because they're stuck in this. They're stuck 20 years back. So your stuff is a lot newer. You know, in The Last Airbender, where they wear they're like, we have Fire Nation uniforms, and they're like, those are 100 years out of date. It's kind of like that. Okay. So you pull out your security patch, and it looks all shiny and new, and it's definitely like not the one that they're used to seeing. And one of the androids stops to like parse everything, and it's just like, security patch identified, security clearance unknown, hacking attempt found on this level, identify hacker
unknown.
They start doing some processing. You know how they do.
Ash has a great idea.
Sure.
Yeah. Ash will poke his head through everybody and goes, "All right, brothers, that hacker person here. I'll show you. Follow me." And I'm gonna lead them to the headless body of Leon.
I will be quick to follow Ash, as I know Ash might die here.
Ash, go ahead and give me a fear save as you're walking towards 8 SMG armed security androids with the attempt to lead them somewhere else.
It's fine. Like, they're nice, right? Like, they're just kind of creepy.
They have guns trained on you.
They're just asking.
Yeah,
some
but they're asking questions. Like, it's not their fault they have guns for hands.
No, they're holding the guns. They have normal.
You know,
hands.
a 95 is perfectly acceptable.
No. You walk up like, I know exactly, and then one of them just goes, stand back. Oh wait, I didn't turn it on. It's more fun if I have it on. Step back. This is your final warning. Identify hacker.
It's like, that way. And I point through the door.
And go ahead and add a stress, by the way, because you just got several SMGs with their little laser sights pointed at you.
Yeah, it's very stressful.
So the combination of your security patch and the general attitude of you all not looking like a huge threat at the moment has slowed them down, and they're processing right now.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, they all turn, and they start to scatter. They go in different directions.
Interesting.
I don't know why you'll let me talk.
I
You
just.
guys
I swear
ran
you're gonna
out and
get me
started
killed.
talking.
All right, we got to get to this elevator. We have overstayed our welcome on this floor.
I
And then
agree.
Tabitha dusts herself off a little bit and goes, "Oh God, Tim's not with me." And you can see she very clearly has a bruise on her head.
Mm. Okay.
Is Tim the one who shoved you in a locker?
Yes, I that's my best guess. I want to say that and she kind of like chooses her next words carefully, and she says, "We found something that we were sent here to retrieve, and Tim basically sold me out to keep it. Knocked me out, left me in the locker."
There were no ships when we came down. Tim's gone if Tim had a ship.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
Mm.
Hey,
What year do you
Tabitha.
believe it is?
Yeah, that.
Okay. Are you all said Nostrodamus Corp, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm from there. I was one of the crew sent to salvage.
Mm.
What's the date?
What's the date? And she gives you a date that's around 5 years ago.
Mm.
You survived in a locker?
What?
You've been
What do you mean?
unconscious in that locker for 5 years.
That doesn't make any sense.
Are you the
I
hacker?
mean, you're probably like Leon.
I'm probably like, what?
I don't know that anyone hacked anything. I was busy freaking out about a head being cut open.
Let's walk and talk, guys. Let's walk and talk.
All right, Tabitha walks with you. Are you
Yeah,
going?
let's
Where
go
are
to
you
the
going?
elevator. Let's hit floor 4. Let's go.
All right,
Elevator.
you go into the lift. It takes a little bit to arrive. You can see one of the security androids is pacing on the other end of the hall, and does not seem to pay you any mind. But occasionally, its gaze kind of lingers on you and stays. Then it keeps walking.
Listen, Tabitha, you're
Yeah?
missing 5 years.
5 years.
And there's some androids that are way too advanced here. Starting to think you're one of them.
There's a blink and a realization. The security androids let you keep walking.
Mm-hmm.
You're walking with some obvious androids, but who's to say the rest of you aren't?
Who's to say you aren't?
She starts.
Why
to
would
back
I be
away
an
from you.
android?
She starts to back away from you.
May I conduct a bioscan?
You can just hold it up.
I was going to ask permission first, but I will just hold it up.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Are you asking her? Asking her?
Yeah, I was like, I wanted to ask
She,
her first.
she just goes. I mean, yeah. Can you
Very
tell? Okay. So you hold up. Do you have a bioscanner in your inventory?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Yeah. You hold it up, and she dings. That's a dwarf.
We've been here for like an hour. We just
Would
got
anyone
here.
else volunteer for a bioscan?
Yeah, you can scan me.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you couldn't tell if we are robots while we're alive, right? Those things are limited.
Leon appeared to be a
Learned that in
human.
the last half hour of my class.
So yeah, everyone who presents as like a meat person dings as a meat person to your bioscanner.
Okay.
Atlas knocks on their outerwear.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I'm not.
So bioscanner
Organic.
and cyberscanner are different things, by the way.
All I had was a bioscanner. So.
Oh, okay. Just letting you know. All right.
Yeah.
So the lift arrives with a little ding, and it opens up to a graffiti. Like in the inside of the elevator, there's a graffiti smiley face with a single tear coming from the left eye,
nice.
and it says "Welcome to Hell" wrapped around the face.
Less nice.
And there's a button that leads
accurate.
to there's a button that leads to floor 4 and a button that leads to floor 6. Where do you want to go?
Shall we go to 6?
Start at the bottom, work our way up.
No,
Precisely.
why don't we just go to 4? There's nothing on 6. We go 4, go to the floor we need, which is like, what, 3 something.
We're not sure of what floor we need.
Don't we need the 3 something?
Like, do y'all not read your mission reports?
Yeah.
If we needed to go to 3, we would have gone through 2.
And 4 is cooler. Even numbers.
6 is also an even number. We would start at the bottom and work our way up.
I mean, if you want to go to hell, 6 is, call me by my name. Let's go.
So HEL
stands in the elevator.
HEL is floor 4. Like it appears to be an acronym.
Okay.
And then, but somebody wrote it like "Welcome to Hell" with a little smiley face. And then floor 6 appears to be engineering and support.
I'm interested if we can see some of the mechanics of the facility in floor 6.
All right.
We might be able to learn more about what's going on here if we go to engineering.
Exactly.
Also, that way we can there might be useful stuff down there, and then we can go there, and then we can run up.
Indeed.
Perhaps we can even override the security androids.
All right, now we're
Don't
talking.
say that out loud.
Oh, right.
The one at the far end of the hallway does not appear to notice and walks through one of the doors into the cubicle area.
Yeah, but let's not forget the mom arc. They're listening in.
Mom work.
It's like the mom, I figure, is kind of like a robot mom, and just kind of.
Yeah, it works. It works. Very good.
You mean the butterfly bot?
Yeah, all right.
I pressed the 6th floor button.
Thank you for riding a Cloudbank brand elevator brought to you by the ever-loving gaze of Monarch. You are now going to engineering and support.
Great.
Okay.
So I hate to be the Debbie Downer, but this person points to our guest that we've saved.
So, yeah, she's looking a little nervous. I'm mostly sticking with you.
We're going to knock her out, right?
Ignore
Do you say this in front of her?
Yeah.
She gets even more nervous. She's like, I don't have any weapons, but please don't. I'm just trying to find Tim. He took something from me.
Tim's gone.
Like
So,
Tim's
you said
gone. If you keep talking about Tim, I mean you're gonna join Tim.
Do you know your way around this facility?
No, I was sent here on a salvage team.
How long
have
were
the-
you here before the locker?
We made it down into. Well, we were in engineering previously, so but I remember a little bit about engineering. We came back, took the elevator back, and when we were checking into the rec room where we left some of our supplies, Tim hit me and took the artifact.
Interesting.
Question. She said says a salvage team. Were we informed of any previous salvage operations?
Nope.
It's 5 years ago. They probably didn't think it was very important. All right.
If
Well,
there was a team before us, there could have been multiple teams.
oh, there definitely would
years.
be, especially like third-party companies. They'd want stuff down here.
Yeah,
There is a light
corporations
ding.
can be secretive, or so
Yeah.
I've been told.
There's a light ding, and the elevator stops. And the door slides open. And there's a bunch of graffiti as well. And there appears to be 3 doors leading out of this room, as well as you can actually see some large grating for like a maintenance duct.
All right.
So, what do you remember, Tabitha?
Let's see. We cut through the break room. And then she points at one of the doors. She goes, and then through there we got into central control.
Okay.
And that's where we found the artifact, and we left.
We should check and see if it's.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you're okay. I was gonna say we should check and see that the artifact is actually still, what if it's still there?
I mean, Tim took it. I don't know what it was supposed to be. But when we found it, it appeared to be like a thing of microfilm, like a little canister. But it was on our list of items to retrieve, so we picked it up. It's worth a lot of money to the right person.
Do you know where the other 2 doors lead?
We checked. There's a bit of a ways down, and she points at each of the doors and kind of like labels them. One of them's a meeting room. The other one's a break room that she went through. The break room has some toilets. And then the other door on the far end appears to lead into the locker rooms. The door next to the maintenance ducts. So I don't know if we want to check the control room again, or if we want to go check some of the other areas. It's possible Tim ran back in here. I don't know where he went.
I think inspecting the controls might be beneficial.
Yeah, we might find something else useful down there.
That's the hope, at least.
I mean, I think that's why we were sent here.
Yes,
but I prefer to find.
Oh, good.
You're good. I'd prefer to find something rather than someone.
Great.
I mean, we're so far not doing too well on that front.
Everyone, stick behind me. There might be someone who's going to jump out. You know how things are in engineering.
No.
I will lead the way.
I don't know. Actually, can you tell me?
You open the door into the break room. There's a bunch of garbage everywhere. There's beige tile on the floor. There's a couple of vending machines that have been stacked up against the wall. There appears to be a little cigarette machine and like a thing of like a 6-pack of beer labeled like super strength that appears to have been broken on the floor. And in the center of the room are 2 humanoid figures talking to one another. They are very immediately clockable as androids. One of them appears to be like the face has just fallen off entirely. So there's just like, it's like a completely melted out, like outer exterior. And then the other one appears to have its limbs fused together. So it's just kind of seated on one of the chairs and it can't move because it's like a little body cocoon. And I need each of you to roll me a fear save, as the 2 are basically like warbling and talking nonsense at each other.
Amidian.
I blame Tabitha for this.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to fail every one of these.
We're all in a gaggle, too, so it's disadvantage.
Gang, we should split up and look for clues.
Oh, we're at disadvantage. Hold on, I'm going to roll this again.
I got a 65.
Still fail.
65.
I got a 30 out of...
All right, those of you...
I got a 30 out of 25.
Okay. Those of you who failed, mark 1 extra stress. And those of you who succeeded, get a better... you hear a little bit more about what they're talking about. One of them...
Succeeded, it's a miracle.
Yeah. What's up?
I do have a question about stress.
Yes.
At what point should I be worried about how big this number is?
When I ask you to roll a panic check.
Oh, no.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fantastic.
It took every fiber of my being to not say you'll soon find out.
You'll soon find. I mean, I'm at 9. It's going to happen.
I'll set
soon.
it.
You're definitely going up.
It's fine. It's fine.
My 60-year-old heart can't take this.
All right, this time you hide. 1, 2, 3.
Ash hides.
4. And the one that appears to have no face is counting, and the one that appears to be unable to move because it's like a cocoon of android instead of having limbs is just flopping helplessly. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it turns around at all of you and goes, I found you.
Ash is hidden.
Ash, roll me,
like,
roll me just a regular D100 roll.
D1. Okay, I can do that. 74.
Amazing. When you dive behind one of the vending machines. Yeah, you
Oh,
dive behind one of the vending machines, and you can see that there somebody on the back of the vending machine has written a bunch of poetry about a talking dog.
Oh, I love that.
Talking dog.
Andrew, what is it with your characters and vending machines?
I don't know, but I'm here for it. First we heist them, now we hide in them.
Exactly.
Start with the H.
Because I'm freaked out,
Yeah.
and they said I found you, I immediately lift my rifle and aim it at them.
Fiona's standing behind the tank. Behind
Yeah, you found me, but I found you.
He literally, I was like, Atlas is like, no, we found you.
Yeah. So you're aiming, and you see that the one with no face has like flicked a little switch on their chest, and little like strobe lights start going off on their body. So they're like, it's like multicolored strobe lights. It's like a little like party lights that are just popping off in different directions. I found you. I found you. I found you.
What was less threatening?
I shoot it.
I thought it was.
Okay, go ahead and roll combat for me.
Can I add weapon specialization?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
So it makes your threshold higher.
47. So that's
47.
a success.
Yeah, go ahead and roll damage for your SMG, which is 4d10, I want to say.
I'm sorry if I started something here, but...
No, it's okay.
Okay, that is 26 points of damage.
completely comfortable with my character dying in this.
Easily enough for you. This SMG just tears through this android. It's just like it just like falls apart. The one that's flopping goes, "You killed him! You killed them! You killed them!"
And I just turn towards the other one.
You killed them.
Who did
the
you
Minotaur
tell?
was going to save me, but you killed them.
Who's the Minotaur?
The Minotaur's going to save us. They're going to save us all.
I just slowly walk up to them, and then it's just 2 shots.
Okay, as you do that, it opens its mouth.
Oh no.
Ooh, that's a critical failure.
Hey.
And where it was going to start to spew acid at you, it starts to shake violently and explodes with a jet of acid that hits you. How much HP do you have right now?
HP?
Yeah,
64.
64. All right. So let's just roll 2d10 and see what we're looking at. Okay, so that's not too bad. You take 10 points of damage as this like acid like splashes onto your suit and tears through some of the components and stuff.
Could I roll a panic? Because
Looks like Jaden.
my backstory is I got really badly burned by acid, and so it freaks me out.
Oh, so I was gonna mention that, but you did it for me. Absolutely. All right, everyone.
So what do I roll?
So for panic, here's how that's gonna work. First, you make a stress check. So roll a 2d10.
19.
Did you roll over your current stress?
Yes.
Then you do not panic and you relieve 1 stress.
Hey.
Nice.
Man.
Well done.
I just start like trying to brush stuff off of me. I'm kicking at the bits of the robot and swearing, and I'm just like trying to get all this stuff off of me.
Oh yeah, no, it comes off pretty easy. The bits of the android are now like scattered across the floor. You finish reading the poem, Ash.
Mm-hmm.
It's a talking dog poem.
Yeah, it's very good. I really liked it.
Yeah.
What
But
the
I need
heck
to stick
is
my head
Minotaur?
out after the explosion to see what's up.
Oh.
Wait, what did you say about a Minotaur?
Pierre's like, what the heck is Minotaur?
Tabitha actually pipes up and goes, I don't know, some of the androids would talk about it. there was reverence in their voice, similar to reverence for Monarch, but never in the same sentence.
Cool robot cult.
I've never heard of the Minotaur.
She
Ash
points
is
at a
going
door.
To,
go ahead.
Go to Chaden and do first aid while this is happening. See, hearing the explosion, seeing it, and seeing they're somewhat pal, like
Sure.
playing around. I want to make
Go
sure they're
ahead.
okay.
Go
Thank
ahead
you.
and roll me.
Let's
first
give
aid
you
intellect
Oh,
check.
I don't actually have to kick you. 52 out of 63.
Okay,
We're
so
good.
with a success, you use your first aid kit,
Very
Look,
nice.
here's a Band-Aid.
and let me look up the first aid kit on the inventory. While that's happening, Tabitha points at one of the rooms and goes, "That leads to the toilets." And then she points at another door and she goes, "That one leads to the control room." Oh, so all the first aid kit does is increases your threshold for making rolls to bandage wounds and stop bleeding. So you heal.
Oh, I did a. Oh,
yeah.
okay. I guess
So you
that's-
heal 3 hit points, I'll say, Chaden.
Cool.
Thanks, Ash. I really appreciate it.
No problem, brother.
I can't stand acid. It's just no. It's like those spitters on that planet, and they're just everywhere, and they crawl in everything. Oh,
The only acid we need in our lives are the ones in the batteries, and they should stay in them. I feel
This is a no licking batteries game.
I nod sagely at Ash.
So there's some intelligence there. Good.
Yeah.
Before we go into the control room, can I
Mhm.
like salvage any parts from the androids?
Yes, actually, that is totally a thing you can do. Go ahead and roll me 3d10.
Okay.
I had to stop myself because the lights were going off earlier from the android, and then you were panicking, and all my brain wanted to say was Panic at the Disco.
Yes.
I mean, flashing lights. Like, yeah, no.
I like
see
it.
It's very good.
I rolled a 4, a 10, and an 8.
4, a 10, and an 8. So altogether, that is 22. So you start salvaging, and you find amongst the bits of Android, there is emergency vac suit repair gel, which closes vac suits that you would need to go into like the flooded like heatsink areas. Because there's areas in Cloudbank that are flooded specifically to like keep the AI core cold.
Cool.
What happens if we overheat that? I feel like that would just explode everything and not go well.
well, the AI is keeping this place running, right?
That seems
Theoretically.
to be the case.
I think we'd probably all die because we're at the bottom of the ocean.
Tabitha survived for 5 years in one of those suits.
I've only been here for like 4 or 5 hours based
It's
on
been 5
my
years.
knowledge.
That's
I
It's
know.
been 5 years.
I know you're saying that. I am telling you my lived experience.
That's fine. You've
This-
lived 3 years younger than us. Whoop-de-doo. Like, you
Brag
time
about it.
traveled, whatever. Tabitha just
Does
shush.
Fiona
You're probably
have
a
like
robot,
a
and
phone
that's
or
okay.
anything
Accept
on
yourself.
her that would have show the current date on it?
You would have like a little data pad that like you could use to journal stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, so she's gonna put all of this like, see?
Okay. Again, I'm still of the mind that you're somehow still secretly Android, so this could be part of your elaborate ruse. But you outnumber me, and one of you has a gun, so I'm gonna do what you say.
I got a
Let's
scalpel.
proceed to the control room.
Is that not threatening?
All right. You enter, and there is a worn operator's chair inside of this large control room. It looks like like the deck of the Enterprise, basically. Like there's a bunch of little swivel chairs. There's a bunch of different like terminals that you can access. There's a camera feed that is looking at the loading dock right now. And there appears to be a small like undersea submersible in the loading dock that you can see. And you can also see like the various terminals have different things written on them. There's one that says geothermal power control. There's one that basically says like pressure maintenance and like all these other little things. They look to be very complicated.
I'd like to go to the geothermal control and inspect it.
Sure. It appears to be currently powered down to auxiliary. So all core functions are like functioning at minimal capacity.
This was referenced in one of the memos. I want to switch it to full power output.
Okay. So you go over and you flip the switch. And go ahead and roll me an intellect check.
I love that we do all the bad things.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? We're doing.
I
the
was
best
kind
things.
of thinking, I'm like, I wonder what would happen if we just like turn that all the way up, because
The
maybe
automata.
things are.
You don't have to
maybe
wonder
things
anymore.
are malfunctioning because it doesn't have enough power to power the processing.
So, to give those of you at home some reference, I gave everyone in the party a secret mission from their corporate overlords. Basil's secret mission was to turn on full power to Cloudbank. Basil has succeeded this secret mission. As Basil, what did you roll for your intellect check?
I passed. I rolled a 26 out of 38.
So you go over and you fiddle with the controls for a little bit. You reroute alternating power, and suddenly the auxiliary lights go from a like flicker to and then like fully power on to a nice, like very calming, like yellowish color that now bathes everything.
Really nice.
As you see all of the little levels with geothermal power activating, and you hear a low, deep rumble that kind of shakes the whole station.
Wait.
What are you doing?
Now it actually looks like the lantern bugs.
Don't they build robots here?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, we've covered this.
And
Robots. They turned Leon a robot. Tabitha's a robot. We're robots.
okay.
I don't understand. What's your problem, buddy?
I just feel like they're
talk to me.
they're probably gonna build something real big now.
I
The
mean,
Minotaur.
Okay,
Yeah,
have you seen the
that sounds
Minotaur?
scary.
They're pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I know Terry. He's
And
cool.
does this look like a labyrinth to you? We're fine.
I mean, all the elevators go to random floors, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a labyrinth. A labyrinth is round, circular, has walls.
So
And
to
this
give you
is
all
round and circular with walls
Whoa.
and ceilings.
So
Completely
from the-
different.
from the
Right.
control room, just to give you some context, there appears to be another like duct hallway area, or not, sorry, no ducts. That's a different room. There are several rooms that doors that lead out. One of them leads to an airlock that appears to go into that submersible loading dock. The other appears to go into like a more higher security area. The door appears to be locked, but it could probably be pried open. And then the other one has a sign labeling manual comms room.
See if anyone else is in here, but I don't know if I would actually trust anyone else that says they're in here.
Thanks. And Tabitha looks a little bit miffed.
Is there like a terminal?
I heard myself being dissolved, okay?
I don't know what that means.
Wait, you what?
What was your question?
When did
Sorry.
this happen?
Is there like a terminal in here that I could go up
Yeah.
and like type on?
There's a terminal.
I really clunkily type because I have like these big gloves on. Like, what
Yeah.
imagine,
is Minotaur?
So you go into the little search query and type Minotaur, and it immediately pops up classified.
Oh.
Oh, cool. It's an actual thing they're building. Awesome.
Would you like me to hack again?
Yeah.
No.
There's
yeah,
is
why
there
not?
another lift to get out of here before we
It
answer
appears
that?
to be a one-way. There's only one lift leading in and out of this floor that you know of.
I think
Well,
you shouldn't. And I have a very good reason. It worked so well last time.
It did.
I
It
can
worked.
only talk us out of trouble so much.
To be fair, that the hacking proceeded as planned.
I would like to put the Princess Doki flash drive in the terminal.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you plug the Princess Doki flash drive into the terminal, and it like loads up a bunch of like grainy like video quality scans of a bunch of VHS tapes of old anime with fan dubs they're like from the edgy period of fan dubs, so there's a lot more fucks than there would ever be in an actual dub.
I'm so glad you know that fact.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're
Oh yeah, no, we're digging into my weird, obscure ephemera in my brain today. Yeah, so you kind of like hit the fast forward because like this isn't, I don't know, like maybe there's more. And about halfway through, the video and audio cuts off and is replaced.
It's the what? I'm sorry.
The video and audio cuts off and gets replaced. And yeah, there's a translator note that says well, what's the one from Dragon Ball Z? It's like my something means like Keikaku means plan.
Keikaku means plan. God.
I'm traveling back through time.
So the audio and video cut off, and it's just like a night vision like video feed. And you see shimmering in the darkness some like tethers of like, what appear to be steel cable, and a loud screeching noise comes from the video, which is playing on this big screen in front of you all. And there is like a grinding sound, and it just continues to get louder and louder on this video until finally there is a crash and like a crackle almost as coming into frame in the actual video itself is, it's hard to describe, and that feels like a cop-out, but what it is, it appears to be 6 or so android torsos sewn together with articulated scythe blades that stick out for limbs. The top half is a head that's all eyes, and the lower jaw is replaced with what appears to be various like mining and like digging tools, like all collapsed into a various like multi-part jawline that is like all drills and metal and grinding. And you see a huge nodule in the back that is spinning what appears to be some steel webbing, and it stares directly at the camera and charges it directly, and the video feed cuts off. I want everyone to roll a fear save.
Nice. Sure, that's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh, I actually passed.
Nice. 43.
This is normal, not disadvantage or anything.
It's, well, there's still androids near you, so
Yeah,
it's disadvantage.
disadvantage. All right, let's go.
Those androids are going to save your life one day. You'll be great.
You took that away from me so fast. I held on to success only to meet failure.
No.
Fiona's not having a good time.
Those of you who failed, mark down 1 stress. And as the video feed cuts off and it replaces it, and it continues with the anime, right? It starts playing like something about Keikaku. There's some bad like whenever a JoJo character speaks like English, like they kept that in for some reason. So they have like the bad American through Japanese filtering of the accents. Does Japan exist in this world? I don't know, I guess. Some sort of equivalent to anime does exist though. So that plays for a little bit and then the video stops.
Video stops saying like Miami Mike, I remember what you did.
Yeah. It's Miami Mike. I remember what you did. God, Sander, we'll talk after the session because we just unlocked some hidden memories today.
I may regret bringing this up, but Fiona got a 77, which I believe is a crit fail.
Ooh, so Fiona, an interesting thing happens, and this might be where we call it for our session, because Fiona, you hear that same metal grinding noise. But it's not coming from the video feed anymore. It's coming from one of the air ducts in this room, and it's getting closer. So I want you to roll a panic check. So roll 2d10.
Okay. I got a 66.
No. 2d10, add them together.
Oh, 12.
So 12. Is that over or under your stress amount?
That's over, unless I had to add like 7 stress after that.
No. So what happens is you reduce stress by 1, and you don't panic. Because then the creature you saw in the video burst through the vent, and I need everyone else to roll panic checks.
Oh, Joy.
11. So I'm good.
8.
You good?
Which is under.
Under? Ooh. Ash, we're going to have her panic. Give me 1 second. Does anybody else roll, and adding the 2 together, did anyone roll under?
13.
I will never use Roll20 again.
I warned you. I warned
Ash, do me a quick favor.
Great stuff.
Do me a quick favor. Roll me a
Yeah.
2d10, and that's adding them together.
2d10 again. All right. So let's roll.
Yeah.
16.
All right, add your current stress to that.
26.
Holy shit. That's
I-
so high. All
Yeah, my
right,
stress is a
so
solid 10. Baby
Ash,
boy.
Ash,
Oh,
something
no.
about seeing this creature burst out. Something inside you breaks. Do you have any weapons on you?
Yeah, I got a scalpel, and I got
Okay.
a stun baton.
All right. I'll say you take out the scalpel because you had it on you
I've had the
recently.
scalpel out. I've been
Yeah, you had it on you recently.
I
and
even
I'm gonna-
threatened somebody with it earlier. It's fine.
Let's see. And let's see.
Am I finally going to stab Tabitha?
So I rolled a D5 to see who would be the person that you think is a horrible person that you need to murder, because on the table you just hit psychotic break. So yeah, you just something inside you snaps and you take out your scalpel and you rush at Tabitha with killing intent. And that's what we're gonna call our session today.
At least it's not one of the friends. It's probably the evil robot person. Never trust a locker goblin. Okay?
Yeah.
I get they're a dwarf, but like they were in a locker. They're
Oh,
talking
all
nonsense about time
psychosis.
travel.
we just keep. If there was a button in this room that said "Don't press," I guarantee you, every one of us would go and just slap that button.
Maybe. Maybe.
How are we feeling? What is up?
That was good. That was
That
fun.
was great.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I would like to introduce you all to. I don't have art assets ready for it, but I will next session. I would like to introduce you all to the Hunter,
Oh,
which is the engineering floor's specific monster.
I
Oh,
told
very
you. I told you
cute.
engineering.
Very cute.
Look, I got my mission complete, which is
In the first session!
Yeah.
Listen,
Like,
I
because
should have known.
it hit me because you were like, "Let's go to floor
You're
six."
like, let's go down. Yeah.
Hmm?
I was like,
Start from the bottom and then work our way. I was like, "Oh shit, Shannon, industrious, industrious. We love it." Yeah. So
great.
everyone has their own secret missions to fulfill, assuming they live that long. Because my I can't, if Ash died. So final mechanical note for everybody: if our characters die, don't worry. A backup brain scan and clone of their bodies is
forgot
ready
about
on their ship. Each of them has 3 lives. However, when they wake back up, they're not going to have any memory of what they experienced until the rest of the party fills them back in.
eyeballs.
Yeah. So, if anybody dies, all is not lost. I can still
We'll
pluck up
save
their
the
bodies and
eyeballs
use
for
them
you.
later.
Wait, then that explains the 2 other of Fiona and I. We are
I don't
probably
know.
not the first versions
Oh,
of us.
what if we all already died?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, that's good.
I mean,
We could be on
probably.
our last life already. Who knows?
Been working for the Nostrodamus Corp. Are you really alive?
Please enjoy your stay at Cloudbank.
I will. Thank you.
That's whatever. So it's like, are you secretly an android? Feels like, I don't know.
Oh,
be.
and a final thing, I want everyone to roll me a D100 for their Ben's check.
Oh. Joke's on you, I'm already an android.
74.
It works the opposite way for androids.
Oh.
You
So we
start
went
to think.
higher.
You start to think that no. I mean, androids start to think that they're people trapped in an android shell. Let's see. So,
I got
What's
a
up?
20.
all right. So, each of you gain an amount of bends. All right. I'll keep track of that for myself.
What are we rolling right now?
This is a Ben's check, so just roll a D100. And I am secretly
mean
keeping track
macros.
of how much you just roll a D100.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, because I'm secretly keeping track of how much the robot gaslighting is taking effect.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, are we gaslighting people that's telling them they're robots, or like, are we all just robots on the inside?
I mean, that's for me to know and for you to find out,
I guess.
Honestly, Fiona doesn't know.
Oh yeah, this is great.
Look, we all like pull out the like charger when we go to bed and plug ourselves in. Like, is that a robot?
I
think that's
yeah, you charge your Zune because you have to have tunes.
Are we humans or are we dancers?
All right.
Anyone who dances, we have to shoot them immediately.
Yeah, so a very, very great display of how this game kind of functions. I haven't really gotten into combat, but that's going to be next session. We had our first very high panic roll. To give everyone at home some context, Ash was 1 point away from rolling twice on the table, 2 points away from developing 2 new phobias, 3 points away from complete psychological collapse, in which I take over Ash's character, and 5 points. Oh, was it 5? No, 4 points away from heart attack, instant death.
Oh, you were real close. Doc was about to go good night.
So, yeah,
First session.
So when I said "holy shit," I meant it. I was like, "Oh no." And when I rolled for Tabitha, I was like, oh, that's not the worst it could have been. You all don't trust Tabitha anyway.
Not really, but she's useful as long as she's not trying to murder us, and she doesn't seem to realize she's a robot yet, so...
I'm confident in my psychotic break that my thought process was like, oh no, scary monster, we need to run. Stab Tabitha. It has something to chase now. We can outrun Tabitha now. We're good. It's
I
like
love all the
saying,
planning.
you don't have to outrun the bear. You just have to outrun
That's
your
right, yeah.
friends.
Classic bear survival.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And what is this robot but like a really big bear made of metal?
Yeah.
Because like that's my superpower. I'm never thinking with my head on straight. So...
Yeah. I'm never thinking good. I'm only thinking
I was crazy to begin with. It's fine.
Yeah.
I love Doc's great. Doc's great.
Yeah.
Good doctor.
I'm glad. I'm glad y'all are liking the doc.
Everyone's favorite crayon diploma. All right. So I'm not used to doing the roundup, but thank you everyone for coming in for the first session. Our next session is 2 weeks from now, which puts it at
the 15th.
Thank you. The 15th of November. So catch up with this crew of lovable corporate goons as they, there's a giant like multi-torso spider android that has just burst through a vent. So it's probably not a good time. We'll see how that goes next week, or not in 2 weeks. I have been your warden. That is what this system calls their GM, because I am keeping them all in robot hell prison. My name is Ian. My pronouns are he, they. And it has been a delight spooking some people. Take it away, Lucas.
Yeah, thanks for coming by and watching me shoot 2 probably fairly innocent robots. But, I didn't want them to alert everything. So, I have been your Marine who's barely holding on. Pronouns are he, him for both of us. And you can also join along where me and Ian are in another stream tomorrow, Rise of Nyarlathotep. That is on at 6:30 p.m. CST. And you can join the randos as they try so hard to relax. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to let them.
Episode.
Yeah, I don't know.
This beach episode.
I don't know. I only detonated a nuke on them. So, yeah.
Oh, just the nuke. That's fine. It's like a Tuesday, right?
I hate to be the bearer of crossovers, but this there's possible nuclear options, but we'll have to find out.
Some crossovers?
No. It's just I'm just saying there might be nuclear options down here. Who knows?
Oh, concern. All right. Well, thank you all for coming. As I said, I really, Atlas just wants to look at bugs. I really don't know what she's doing down here. She's making the most of it. My pronouns are she, her. My name's Michaela. I don't have anything in particular to really promote other than we are working on a podcast again with Ian and also Shannon. And it's the Demigods of Seaside Valley. I believe that we have pretty much wrapped up the editing on episode 1 and most of episode 2 as well. So hopefully that will be dropping soon. Very hopeful we'll get it out to y'all soon. And
That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited.
Very.
The person who's been editing it is also my partner. And they've been very excited adding in all the sound effects and everything. So it's been really cool seeing it all come together.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, Shannon.
Hey, thanks everybody. Yeah, my name is Shannon. Me and Basil both use they, them pronouns. I completed my secret mission, so who knows what I'll do next, but at least I got that done.
I'll talk to you about what benefits that grants you, but overall it's just it's like the equivalent of a level up, but it just makes it a little easier to make your checks.
Nice. Okay, well, that'll be
Cool.
fun. Thanks everyone.
And Xander.
Yeah. It was great. I had a great time. Ian, thank you for one being a great warden and not killing me at the last moment. That was really nice.
No, I mean that was all the dice. You could have died at that moment.
I could have.
When I tell you, you were like,
but like
3
you know,
points
whenever you
away
said
from
like, oh
dying.
hey, you could just whatever you said like, oh it could just be 5 points. If it was like 6 points, I probably would be dead right now.
That's true. That's true. That would have been
You were
rough.
very close.
Yeah.
But Lucas, Michaela, Shannon, Brianna, like it was great playing with y'all. It was great.
Yeah,
That was so much
Much of
fun.
all y'all's cool
I had a
stuff.
great time.
You should hype your own stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, if y'all ever want to break from the high action, scary spookiness of either, this beautiful show, Gradient Descent, or tomorrow's Rise of Narlethotep?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, check it out. But if y'all want to break, y'all can check out my wonderful, super heartwarming fantasy slice of life podcast called Heartbeats, a Heartwarming Fantasy.
That's
Where it's really cute and
definitely just
wholesome.
the most low-key horror you've ever experienced. Just
It
so chill.
has like this low-key eldritch horror vibes, but it happens.
What small town doesn't,
Yeah, what small town doesn't have that creepy vibe sometimes, especially like when there's a haunted mansion just down the road. It's fine. But yeah, it was great. Yeah.
All right, and Brianna.
I'm Brianna Jean playing Fiona. We are both she, her. You can find, I've got 2 shows that alternate Mondays: Aboard the Opal Star, which is a space opera with lots of shenanigans, and Disciples of the Eight, which is an epic fantasy. And my new show, Tempest Multi, a kind of experimental show starting out with a Monster of the Week adventure where you will also see Ian as one of the characters. Because I was just like, hey, I have an idea. And he's like, that sounds cool. I'm like, awesome. I don't know you, but let's be friends.
Yeah. And now I have no free time. It's awesome.
That's how it goes.
Welcome to the actual play community.
Woo!
Yep.
Very cool. All right. This has been the Nostrodamus Corp Gradient Descent crew, wishing everyone a lovely evening, and definitely not a bad, scary time with robots and identity crises. And I'll see you the 15th.
See y'all then. I've got some weird creatures to kill in the sewer. It's fun.
See ya.
Greetings, travelers. It's me, Wing of a Gimbal, famous gnome bad, and I'm here today to talk to you about the Adventurers Guild. Now you're probably thinking, Adventurers Guild? Why did you talk to me about that? It's very straightforward. You have a guild, it's for adventurers. Well, yes, at a very high level that's correct, but there's a lot of things about the Adventurers Guild that
Thank you so much for deciding to stay with the Nostrodamus Corporation. We have put forward all our best resources to making sure that the multiverse is safe for another day. Remember, it's up to all of us to band together to keep the Far Realms at bay. Remember, we love you and care about you.
Because we are the Nostrodamus Corporation.
Have a wonderful day.